So these next couple examples give us ways to write in cylindrical coordinates equations that turn out to be somewhat simple. Are we ready to go?
Give me a Y, give me an E, give me an F. Yeah! Woo!
Okay, here we go then. This one is z squared plus r squared equals 4. Now remember, r squared is x squared plus y squared. So this is the same as z squared plus x squared plus y squared equals 4. What does that look like to you? That would be a sphere of radius 2. So, easy one. Okay, now this one's somewhat different. R equals 4 sine theta. You could say, well, what does r equal 4 sine theta look like? And by the way, that's for any z. Z is missing, so this would be true for any value of z. R equals 4 sine theta. So that is a circle with center at the point 2, 0, right on the x-axis, and radius 2. So my question is, well then, what does it mean that the z is missing? And the answer is, this would be projected out along the z-axis, that circle. So if you can imagine that circle that I've described at the x-axis, and then moving it infinitely in the direction of the z-axis and also the negative z-axis. That's what it is. It's a right circular cylinder. And if we wanted, well, I guess I didn't say anything about it. We could have made it fancier. If you multiplied both sides by r, you'd have r squared equals 4r times sine of theta. 4r times sine of theta is another way of notating 4y. So we'd have x squared plus y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals 4. I got this 4 and this 4 by completing the square here, right? Have to add it to both sides. So it's a right circular cylinder centered at the point 0, 2, z for any z, right? Because there's no z in this thing. So it's a right circular cylinder that follows along the z-axis, actually intersects the z-axis. Because that circle does that. Here's another one, z equals r cosine theta. Really, z equals x. What would z equals x look like? It's when the generator z equals x is projected along the y-axis. See, because we got y missing. There is no y in this equation. So what would that be? Well, it's actually just the plane z equals x. So let's see. How about this one? Theta equals pi over 4. That means for all values of r and for all values of z, theta equals pi over 4. Well, that for all values of r, if I was just in the xy plane, this would be a line through the origin with slope 1. Because, you know, y over x is equal to 1 if the angle is pi over 4. So, maybe easier would be say, well, listen, this says angle cotangent of y over x equals pi over 4, so if we took the tangent of both sides, we'd have y over x equals 1, or just y equals x. But, remember, that's projected along the z-axis, so this is the plane using as a generator y equals x and projecting along the z-axis. So this is actually a plane. Get it?
Yes.
Great.